Do you need a ride, comma? I am going right now. All right. On the move. Nah. I'm going to override it a little bit. You know, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Okay, so the car wants to go on the freeway. I don't approve of that. I want to take the surface streets because the freeway is it's not good at this time of day. And on top of that, the exit, you have to make a tricky left turn, and that light takes like forever. So I don't want to take the freeway. Not sorry. So I'm just gonna I'm going to see if I could bypass the freeway part of the GPS, which is right here. As soon as I go past this, as soon as that car stops, and I don't know, I don't trust these streets around here. People tend to run the signs often. All right. So it looks like we're good. And it is a bit hot in here. I was just carrying a bunch of packages. We are on the Cybertruck 13.2.8. We are driving, and gotta drop off a few packages. I mean, my wife is just really annoying me with these multiple stop packages. I mean, couldn't do everything at UPS. No, we just had to go UPS and USPS, and to go to USPS for one package out of 15 boxes or something. It just makes no sense. I mean, you're just trying to save money on just like one item. I don't know, it just annoys me that we have to do that. Okay, so I had my hand here because seemed a bit sus on what the car was doing. It made a right turn, and it did okay, but you know, going all the way to the right lane like that could make the person next to me a bit nervous, because it just turned so far out into that lane. Yeah. Anyhow, so the latest news is that there's been a spotting of cybercabs. It is getting closer. You can start to feel it. Elon is reposting about the sit-down interview with Laura Trump regarding automated vehicles. And it's going to be something. It is going to be something. So, Robotaxi. It is going to come. Like I said in the previous video, Tesla AI marks 31 days to June. That is relevant because June is when Robotaxi is coming on board, and I guess they're pretty confident it's going to be successful. They've done pilot runs. They do it currently. Supposedly they have 15,000 miles under the hood, so they do have an idea of what's going to happen. I mean, this car right here, just full self-driving 13.2.8, is an idea of what you can expect from the driving experience. Nice, smooth. It does run into some scenarios where you can use an operator, where an operator can help. For instance, if somebody turns into your lane and this car's inclination is not to turn to the side and get out of the way, or not to reverse. Sometimes the big rig is going to go into your lane so much that you have to reverse. This car cannot do it. It will just sit still, from my experience so far. It's not going to check if it can reverse or not. And in some cases, going to the side is not possible because you have another lane with somebody occupying that lane. Sometimes you have to reverse. And going to reverse isn't something that, I mean, the Cybertruck, it hasn't been able to do. I know other cars can do that, but I have yet to see a car reverse just to get out of the way. It doesn't have to be a lot. You just need to reverse a few feet just so the truck can pass. And that's just one of the edge scenarios that I haven't witnessed. I'm not saying that they can't do it. I just haven't seen it happen. So that would be like one of my largest edge scenarios. That tight right turn where you just can't make it. This car just freezes up and plays chicken with the person on oncoming traffic. And that couldn't be handled better, I think. I think it should be handled better, more gracefully, just so it doesn't get stuck. Because stopping in front of somebody else that may not be able to reverse, that is kind of getting stuck. If you have the ability to reverse, you should. Here is a left turn right here. We got it wrong last time. Is it going to get it right? Hopefully it does. Yes, it does. And the reason for it getting wrong is because both of these left lanes are left turns. One is a left turn into this plaza, and one is a left turn into the freeway. You got it right this time. And I'm going into this same lot that I absolutely hate because it is just so tiny. And I do not see a parking spot available. And it really, you know what? There is a parking spot just off of where I want to be, the perfect parking spot. So maybe I can park there. Let's just see. We're turning in right now. All right, here we go. No, actually, no, there's a car in that spot now. You just turn away for 1 second and somebody pulls in. See that fella? Now, there is a cigarette outlet. I can park here. I won't. So I'm just going to wait it out for a little bit because this is not doable. All right, homie is out already. So I waited patiently and I have my signals on now. I'm gonna grab that spot, and it is still a tough spot. You'll see why in 1 second. So this person in the truck is not going out. Okay, now he's going out. He's in a passenger truck, okay? Kind of like the Cybertruck. The deal is that this truck is even shorter than the Cybertruck. And you see that? You see how he takes up that entire spot? Well, this Cybertruck is at least a foot longer. So it's my turn to go and try to get this spot. And he gives me an acknowledgement. I don't know what that was about. But it's always interesting being a Cybertruck owner. Here we go. Cybertruck is okay. It decided that, you know, I sabotaged the parking spot. I really didn't. Okay. Tough spot. You see how close? Look, I mean, how close am I to these vehicles? And all right, I mean, nailed it better than I would, I think, because I screwed up the initial spot. And okay, so the side set is not so. We just came home. Okay, so my daughters are home already. They don't need a ride. Good. I am good. Be right back. All right. Done. And I don't think I mentioned it on this video, but I found a love in my life. And I absolutely love the L-Track. My goodness. Why didn't I know about this earlier? It is just so practical to tie stuff down and quickly. Of course, the other trucks, they have hooks and whatnot. It's just that L-Track, because I put so many rings on it, it just hits differently. Oh, the most exciting thing in my life is the L-Track. I just love that. There's just so many holes I could like hook onto, and it could be like anywhere, anytime. You know, it's just fantastic. All right, so Tesla Supercab looks like the future. It definitely does. This thing just goes to a charging station, charges on its own, gets cleaned on its own.
The Tesla Cybercab will redefine the future of autonomy in automotive. It's a two-person vehicle with a very utilitarian interior with no crevices in between.
All right, that's enough for you. That's enough for you. Okay, I'm sorry. So there's a person walking, and Cybertruck didn't like that. I was not paying attention, allegedly. But we're good though, right? Good, Cybertruck. Yeah, just these AI videos, I'm not a fan of. I can already sense it. Other than that, yeah, I would really love to see this thing in action. I would love to see rideshare at lower prices. And if Tesla wants to dominate the industry, that's what they have to do. They have to offer it at lower prices, and maybe even dramatically lower. Because if it's the same price, I imagine people are still going to use non-Tesla alternatives because it might be faster. Even though they don't want to deal with tips and whatnot, if they're going to get it faster, much faster, then they're going to get it. Okay. So that's where the Tesla app does come in handy, where how you can book a ride before you even have the location to go. That is just so simple, so ingenious. Why didn't anyone think of that first? Just get yourself in the queue first. I'm thinking it wasn't thought up because, or maybe it was thought up, but wasn't implemented because you have human Uber, human Lyft drivers that can be selective. They can reject where they don't want to take a ride. And with a robot, it doesn't care. As long as you're in the car, it's gonna take you, barring maybe the gas issues or range issues. You know, it's gonna be interesting if it becomes so affordable. What if you want to take it on a long distance ride? Are you, I mean, is the Tesla gonna transfer you when it detects that it's out of range or out of, yeah, the capacity is like depleted? Is it going to transfer to someone else? With the car, you can just go and fill it up, right? And then whoever's just gonna wait for you. But with the Tesla, is it gonna hand off to a different vehicle? And what happens when it go? I mean, is the boundary much smaller because of the charging stations? Yeah, that has to be solved, right? Because the car's only as good as the stations where it can charge, and it doesn't charge as a typical Tesla. Maybe that's an option. However, as far as I know, it's wireless charging, and that's certainly different. Very, very different. Alright, so we are turning nice and smoothly into this lane. I'm surprised that there's so very little traffic right now. Usually there's a lot up here. We're gonna escape it. When we get to the other location, I have one box to drop off. And then I'm gonna have to go to the store and get my wife some meat, because she wants the meat, just not mine. She wants the store brand meat. Okay, so it is what it is. Alright. And we're going through this area a bit quicker than I like, because sometimes these cars, they can just jump over, and you can see that car up there. It's not doing that. It just jumped over this other lane and then jumped. It's kind of rough around here, and a bit concerning when you're going that fast around this little area, but we're through it. And the next one should be, okay, so the next main light, this is just inside street. The next one is, we're going to the post office. After that, I just got a small little box. And wherever it parks is fine. I could even drop it inside. Usually I just do the bulk delivery. This time I could go inside. Alright. We're moving along. Alright, so what else is new? End-to-end redesign. The Model Y. Yes, we know it is a fat car. Model Y is real nice. And in other EV news, you know, it looks like somebody is facing some brand damage as income dropped 72%. 72% income drop. You might be thinking it's Tesla. No. It's Ford. Ford took a 72% year-over-year income reduction to $552 million. Ford stock is down over 3% in after-hours trading. So what's interesting is, maybe a year or so back, Jim Farley, he was talking about Tesla and the way they were thinking, and compared to Ford and the way they think, the way they've done business, how Legacy Auto has done business. And he figured it out. Tesla is a software company that is trying to make cars. Ford is a car company trying to make software. And goes into the intricacies, like the modules in the car CPU. With a software-driven car like Tesla controls the software. It's just Tesla. They make all the software that controls the entire car. Done deal. It's not that difficult, right? And I am having a problem. Are we gonna make this turn? I don't know about this. It seems kind of iffy. There's a car ahead. Can't go until this one's gone. But after this one's gone, can we even make it? So, here we go. There we go. Okay, we made it. There's no parking, but we made it. No. Sorry, car. You cannot go there. It's reserved for handicap. Okay, so there's a car coming out right here. We'll just go here. It's a small, tight spot, but I'll just have to squeeze this in somehow. So Jim Farley was saying that he would just have to learn how to develop software, but he's not a software guy. That is a big problem. When you're not a software guy and then you think that you can just go into this industry and make software, it is going to be really tough. It is just going to be really tough because you have to have a certain type of thinking and focus to really know how to develop software. And not only that, anybody can develop software for you. Do you have the vision to make it sustainable? I mean, can you break down the feasibility of certain projects and give certain projects the correct priority? And I hope Ford does better, because Tesla can use some alternatives or competition. It wouldn't be nice if Tesla were the only one. I mean, Elon's gonna own everything. Come on, the guy is really smart, and he's gonna be like the monopoly guy. He's gonna own everything. And so it'd be nice if he had some competition. Anyhow, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. See you in the next one. Take care.